Y'all better be tuned in for this video. I'm telling you now. Because there's certain things we ain't doing this year. And it's something you got to get better at over time as time goes on. And that is not living in worry and fear, because it does you no good. Creating more anxiety that is not needed in your life. It's just unnecessary. And those things are fleeting, but to take on extra, unnecessary. And that comes from worrying, fear, the fear of losing somebody, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of missing out on a specific person, the worry of why prices are going up in certain things. We cannot control these things. And that is what you have to let go of and just start to live your life to the best of your ability. And that is how you capitalize on everything. Because the prices of things are going up. Income is going down. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people. And I just see what's going on in this world. I see what's going on. People are starting to take on this fear and worry type of vibe, like even stronger. And almost nobody is going to admit it, but everybody is going to be faced with themselves eventually. And I faced myself a long ass time ago, brother. And that's when life really begins. It's when you really face yourself and stop doing things that everybody else is doing and really do everything in your power to be who you're supposed to be. Which means feel the fear and do it anyways, as I preach on this channel. Because in the beginning, it's only going to be more fear and more things of those nature, more anxiety. Because it's uncomfortable. You're not used to it. You're changing. Growth is a bit painful. It's also painful staying the exact same, so you get to pick and choose. You're going to feel pain one way or the other. But the pain of growth is a beautiful thing. And you can't do that if you're always stuck in doubt, worry, fear of certain things that you cannot even control. There's people that's worried as hell about prices of the food going up. It's not something you should be worried about at all. You can't control that. Grow your own food. You're still going to buy some things, but grow your own food. Save some money. Do whatever you got to do. Whatever you feel is necessary to do is what you should do. The point is, living in fear and worrying about these things, it's just a waste of time. It's useless. Worried about a specific relationship partner, as I made my mistakes in the past doing this, is useless. You have to put in so much work. You have to take so much action to the point where you're so confident in yourself that it is not a problem. You're going to end up getting the right thing for yourself. It's going to happen. And that's how it's got to be. And you will minimize. There's no such thing as completely getting rid of fear and worry and doubt. Like I said, these things are fleeting, but some people live in it. Some people feel it all the time, immensely. But the more action you take, the more confidence you gain. The more of these things just disappear. You become more fearless. You become more ambitious, worryless, and you just start to do the right things. You start to hone in on who you really are as a person. And you feel so good. And as you continue to level up and grow, you're going to continue to feel these different levels of like fear and types of anxieties and maybe a little bit of doubt and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful thing to overcome those things and overcome your own limitations that you have set in stone for yourself right now at this moment. It's a beautiful thing getting over that and hitting the next level, hitting your next stride. There's something beautiful about that. And that's what everybody's got to do this year. And you know what, this year, it's gonna be a very good one. We were off, I feel, so far. I don't know about you guys, but to a pretty slow start of the year. I mean, things are pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed. But I feel right now, as we speak, there's still some stuff that's closed. It almost still feels like the holidays right now. That's why I'm saying things are a bit slow so far. But I feel it's going to be no different than any other year. I feel there's going to be a lot of blessings, as I spoke about on this channel. But it's going to be no different in a sense where it's going to be the same formulas of overcoming certain things and leveling up as I've been doing since I was 18, 19 years old. It's going to be the same in that sense, but it's always going to be a new year. There's always going to be new blessings, new breakthroughs. And I will top 2021 in this year of 2022, and I want you guys to have the exact same mindset, because that's all you can do. So why not do all we can to make things better for every single one of us? You know what I mean? That's what's got to be done. And I think it's a special year. I think with all the COVID and stuff, things are taking a toll right now, but I feel like it's going to be a blessed year. I really do. A much more blessed year than 2021, and that was a very blessed year. That's how blessed I feel this year is going to turn out to be. And I think the second half of 2022, which is what my prediction is going to be the real deal. It's going to be, I feel almost every year, the second half, for some reason, there's always more blessings in that year. It's always kind of like slow and rocky in the beginning, and then you pick it up. Seasons change. Spring comes after winter. Things start to look more positive on the brighter side. The temperature warms up. Then we approach summer. And that's when things really start to get good. Your attitudes change. You come out of hibernation, you come out of the winter. And that's why I feel the second half of the year always hits different than the first half. But with that being said, we got to make the first half of this year as blessed as we can possibly make it with what we can do in this first half of the year as well, which is always my goal. And I'm sharing this mindset with you guys and certain things that needs to be done. You gotta break things down. You gotta figure things out year after year after year after year. I keep figuring things out. I see what works. I see what doesn't work. And there's no top secrets. But there's little things, there's little tweaks, there's little adjustments that you can make to make life better. There's no doubt about that. Being driven, being focused, being serious, taking things serious, all while having a good time is the way to be. Learning every single day, taking in new knowledge, new information, staying around people with good energy, which it's easy to do that. Maybe not in the real world, but it's easy to do that on YouTube because there's so many different people that you can watch, including myself, that you can just surround your mind with. That positivity, that motivational stuff, that's going to keep you centered. Because you watch, you learn, and then you start to take action. Then you come back, you watch, you learn, you start to take more action. So it's not like it's like you're never alone, because YouTube is always there. And that's how I did it. Like YouTube is a huge thing. You can raise yourself off YouTube. You don't need anything. You don't need good anything in your life. Like you have YouTube, you have good people. They're right there. I'm right here. You can watch whoever you want, listen to whoever you want, and you can neglect whoever you want in real life. It's up to you what you take in, what you take on board, and what you don't, to make life better. There's no time to be around a bunch of weasels trying to hear what they have to say. Pointless. But you can hang with the right people over YouTube, over other platforms, and it can keep you centered. Like I said, it can. It really can. And yeah. But it's just important overall that everybody does the right thing this year. Especially this year. Because I feel like it's a lucky one. And it might seem slow right now. It might seem like, oh, this year's just vacant. It seems like that for me. But I know there's hella blessings coming this year. And you gotta be awake for that, because your turn can come. You got to be aware. You got to be ready for everything. You got to want it 24/7 right now. You're here for the taking. You're right there. You're here for the taking. Not everybody has that mindset. A lot of people are blind in life. They're just kind of doing whatever, going wherever, having a little bit of fun over here, having a little bit of fun over there, having a little bit of fun over there, with no structure at all. They're living their so-called life, but everything that's good is passing them by. That's why they'll never get a good life, because they're never focused. They're just kind of doing whatever all the time, scattered everywhere. You're not focused on something. You're just not. And that's lack of self-control. That's wanting to fit in. That's doing the wrong things. It's going to catch up to you as you get older. All those fun times you had are going to catch up. You're going to realize it wasn't so fun. And your position currently, not so fun. That's what you're going to realize. And I realized that at like 17, 18 years old. And really put my foot down by the time I was 18, 19. And I seen far ahead in life. I seen what was going on right now. People the same age as me partying and stuff like that. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I just can't do this anymore. I've outgrown this already. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to get focused. It's time for me to do what I gotta do to make life better. That's where the focus comes in. So this is a year, guys, to eliminate these worries of what you can't control. Because that's what people do. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look what happened here. Look what happened here. You're just filled with negativity. You're not focused. You're not focused on what you can control. You're focused on everything that is happening. It's like you're a product of this world and you're just like getting tasered here and there and over here. You're just getting shot 24/7. Because you're not focused. You're allowing things to hit you. You should be bulletproof. Because things are going to hit you. But you should have that metal coated armor on. It don't matter what hit you, you're still focused. Don't matter what hit you, you're still focused. Doesn't matter what hit you, you're still focused. Hit me all you want. I'm still right here, doing my thing. I don't care about this or that or that or this. I don't care about the price that goes up. I got more money than that. So it's like, that's how you have to think. And that's how the world's going to go anyways. The prices of gas, the prices of food, the prices of material objects, the prices of clothes, the prices of everything. It's going to go up. And some people, their incomes will go up. Some is going down, which is unfortunate. But you can't let that define you. You can always find a new way to make more money. Buy and sell stuff. Do whatever you gotta do. Grow your own food and sell some of it and keep some. Because if you keep it all, some of it's probably gonna go bad. Do whatever you feel is necessary to do, but don't complain about what you can't control. And instead take that energy and put it into your own life to make things better and not allow things to get worse. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? No more of this worry, doubt, fear, BS. It's just useless. When you feel it coming on, you got to know what to do to get that away, because those things are very real. We're human beings. We have instincts. It's like instincts. This fear, worry, doubt, like those emotions are instincts. And you can feel them. Anybody can feel them. If you're a human being, if you're alive, you're going to feel them. If somebody threatens you with a weapon in public, you're going to feel fear. You're going to feel threatened. But it's about how you react. You got to outsmart what you feel, if that makes sense. And it's really deep if you think about it, because, for example, if somebody did threaten you with a weapon, you can play it off and beat them to it. Because if someone held a gun up to you, you could fake that you're just scared for your life, when in actuality you do feel a little scared, but you can play it off like you're way more scared than you actually are, and be like, oh please, just don't shoot me. And then all of a sudden you kick him in the nuts, you punch him in the face, put him in a headlock, wrap him around and just choke that motherfucker out. And then he's out. He hits the floor. His gun hits the floor. And that's just an example. Like it could play out differently than that. Like you could put your hands up and you'd be like, hey, and then he could come closer and closer and closer. And then when you see that split second when you can just attack him so fast like a cobra snake, you can just whip and you could hit the weapon out of his hand. You could grab his wrist and squeeze it and do something to him where it's going to protect you, because you faked the funk. You overcame that fear by doing the right thing. You played it off the right way. You know what I mean? You got to be a crafty individual in life. You really got to know what to do in every single situation. That's what you got to do. So in 2022, eliminate things that you can't control and just do the best you can with what you got, and continue that process forever until the end of time. And that's it.